When you own a stock that's going down, you're going to feel compelled to give up on it. But in many cases, if you've done your homework and you have conviction in the underlying business, that urge to sell will be a mistake. And look, it happens to the best of us. For instance, in 2016, I did an interview with Tim Cook, the CEO of Apple, after his stock had plummeted from split-adjusted $31 to $23 in a fairly short period of time. Everybody was giving up on Apple. I looked at the stock, which was selling at an incredibly low price, earnings multiple. I looked at the customer loyalty, the service revenue stream, and yes, the cash position, balance sheet. And I said, what the heck is the point of selling the stock of a company that makes the greatest products in history? That may sound like a no-brainer, but there are a ton of Apple skeptics at all time. And they're always constantly arguing. They're always out there saying, oh, the company's best days are behind it. Presenting these surveys of Apple's component suppliers as evidence that their business is in decline. Time after time, they've been proven wrong. Yet they don't give up. They don't go away. Sure enough, telling you to buy Apple at 23 turned out to be a fabulous call because the insane amount of negativity gave you a wonderful opportunity to pick up the stock at a major discount. The key here is that Apple is a high-quality company, a best-of-breed company. So when the stock goes down, you know that it's getting cheaper. Selling Apple 23, as so many of the so-called great minds told you to do, at 23 would have been a classic example of giving up on value. And you would have missed one of the biggest moves of our lives. Oh, and of course, there's no apologies from those who downgraded then, at least that I know of. And look, in late 2022, many were tempted to make that same mistake with NVDA, as all things tech had gone through a miserable year. But I learned my lesson from Apple, so we stuck with NVIDIA, and the stock eventually tripled in a little more than 7 months. Here's the bottom line. Don't be afraid to pay up for best-of-breed stocks. They may have higher price earnings multiples than the stocks of lower-quality companies, but they're also much less likely to blow up in your face. The best-of-breed premium is worth it. Oh, and once you find a company that's best-of-breed with a story you believe in, don't let the bear scare you away, even if the stock is temporarily broken. Because patience is a virtue, and giving up on a value stock is a sin.